What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yesterday was absolutely spot on. Like, we eventually did not get that sweep above these relative equal highs during the London, but we eventually just got that 1 hourly CISV, and a price just just referenced that level once, twice, and then you would have gotten many opportunities to just take a short all the way down. And so that puts us at 94 wins out of the last 118 calls that I've made here on YouTube. And the beautiful thing about what happened yesterday is that the move isn't yet completed, which means today the train is going to be super straightforward. Very likely we're just going to go down from this point onwards, and it's going to just keep going down until this level is picking out, because take a look, right? There's a reason why price actually stopped just short of this level that we've been calling for since the start of the week. There is always a reason as to why moves happen in the market. Most of the time it tends to be the doing of the market makers and just the big players in the game. It sounds a lot like a conspiracy theory until you see the fact that we have gotten a more than an 80% win rate on all of our calls since February, basically. And like, this is all based on just smart money trading. And so proof is in the pudding. This stuff works. And yeah, like, if you're new to this channel, just understand that I tend to be right more often than I'm wrong. And yeah, let's get into the video today. So before I can even get into the video today, we have to first talk about news, because this is going to be the most defining piece of information that we have access to today. Basically, everything that's happened this week is lining up for what is about to happen today. So at 10 a.m., we have Federal Chairman Powell is going to speak. Like, this is his final speech as the Federal Reserve Chairman during a Jackson Hole event. Now, if you don't know what a Jackson Hole symposium is, I know it sounds like sounds really fancy, but in reality, this Jackson Hole is a place in Wyoming, a once a year thing where all of the central bankers gather together into this one little place in Wyoming to just, do their masterminding, how to take over the world, evil mastermind, whatever. So today is going to be his final speech as federal chair on this annual event, right? Because his term ends next year during May. And so, like, there's two outcomes that you can expect from this. The first one is going to be he's going to be dovish. That is very positive for risk on assets. Like, basically, an interest rate cut is already on the books. Like, it's just if he, hints that, hey, yeah, it's definitely going to happen, or like it's going to happen sooner, or like, just the general tone. If he sounds really dovish, great. Bitcoin's going to absolutely just fly. And this is going to come after we sweep out this key liquidity level that we've been talking about ever since Bitcoin started this candle right here. Quite literally, like if you go back to just my videos from like 2 weeks ago, the moment Bitcoin took out this previous all-time high and did this change in state of delivery, I was already saying, all right, you're going to come here, you're going to fill in that higher time frame weekly parabolic gap. And once you fill this in, boom, you are going to just fly. And like, this could not be scripted better, because today's the key news event. So are we going to absolutely fly today? I don't know. But what I'm certain about is that there's a very high likelihood today that we do sweep out that low and we fill in that weekly fair value gap. Speaking about the weekly fair value gap, this is the level that I've been talking about since the start of this week. This fair value gap is a support level that if price were to retrace into and sweep out this low, it would give just a lot of precedent for a strong pump leading out from there, and price is going to potentially form a new all-time high from this point onwards. Another thing you need to understand about the weekly chart is that you are still incredibly bearish. For those swing traders out there, just understand that things are still looking good, right? You're still getting higher highs and high lows. And essentially, until this level right here at $98,000 is taken out, you're good. Like, the uptrend is still intact. Any opportunity that you get to buy into some kind of fair value gap, I'm just going to show you an example from a previous fair value gap. I'm going to show you again an example of, this is the first fair value gap that was filled. And then you have the second fair value gap, which ended up being the bottom. Like, this is all rooted in just smart money terminologies. So again, I'm not just pulling this out of thin air. This is a method that is rooted in, clear concepts, and well, clearly it works thanks to these videos. But yeah, fair value gap on the weekly chart, pretty strong support level. So look out for that. And so if you're a swing trader, your opportunity is going to be in two places. You're going to want to load up on some Bitcoin at this fair value gap here, and you're going to want to load up on some Bitcoin if you do retrace into this bullish order block. What is a bullish order block? Order blocks and fair value gaps are similar in nature. They're known as PDRAs, and both of them are just bullish support levels in the event that you get into it. Now, I cannot predict that this will be the absolute bottom. In fact, that is not even my job as a trader. My job as a trader is, or rather my job with these YouTube videos, as well as myself as a trader, is to simply prepare for the scenarios that are likely to happen. When they do happen, right? When these certain conditions are met and these things actually happen, I already have a clear game plan as to what I'm going to do. And in this case, if price gets into either one of these levels, and if I start seeing some bullish indication that's going to be my cue to get into, some long trades, or at the very least, flip my buys from bearish, because we've been pretty bearish over the last couple of weeks. If you look through every single one of my videos, they've just been sell here, go short, because things is going down. That's the reality of the market. Like, even though I hold crypto and I would love to see the markets pump, like I would love nothing more than to see the markets pump. Reality is, these couple of weeks have been bearish, and as traders, we need to react accordingly, right? But anyways, if you're a swing trader, look for either one of these. I cannot predict which one's going to be the level, but what I can say for sure is that there will be some kind of reaction from those, either one of those two levels. But in the context of today, this is just going to be super straightforward. We're so close to this level already. The fact that we are forming relatively equal lows right before this level is all the confirmation that you need that today is going to be another dump day. Now, secondly, on the daily chart, we have this now bearish order block that price is retracing into right now. Again, this sets the precedent for price to just dump. Thirdly, yesterday, even though we had a bullish daily, bias, I was saying you are not bullish. Everything from the higher time frame to the lower time frame is bearish. And so we just disregarded the fact that yesterday's candle was bullish, and we just went short. Good decision. And today, same thing. It's even more clear than yesterday, because right now, yesterday's candle closed bearish. And so you have a bearish daily bias, and you are also now a bearish resistance level on the day chart. Boom, you move into the lower time frame. This is your 1 hourly bearish order block that price has tried to break through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 8 hours, price has been just knocking on the door of this bearish fair gap, and it has failed. And at the moment, there seems to be some kind of a bearish change state of delivery going on at the moment. All in all, this just sets the precedent for some kind of a short, either here, just place stop loss above that high right there, target the lows, maybe put the stop a little bit lower so that you can get you can achieve a 2R. This is still above a previous swing high, so it makes sense. And so, if we get a 1 hourly candle close underneath this level right here at $112,800, this is going to be your cue to get into, this is going to be a change in state of delivery, basically. And this is going to happen after you sweep into a higher time frame, just bearish PDOA. And then boom, price is going to take out that level. If that doesn't happen though, because again, the news is going to happen at 10 a.m. today. And so there is a potential that all of these stacked highs on the London session here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 4 relatively equal highs right here. There is a potential that you could retrace and just take out all of these highs here, take out the Asia high, and then go down. That is also a likely possibility. But as long as this 1 hourly order block here does not get broken, as long as you do not get a 1 hourly candle close of $113,000, 450, you're all good. So you could sweep out all of these highs right here and then start dumping. There's also a possibility. But the fact remains, I do not want you guys to go into any shorts until this level is taken out. Because even if today pumps, you bet at some point this is going to happen, and then the market is really going to explode, and you do not want to be that guy who went long too early, gets stopped out, and then the biggest move of your life happens. If you've been there before, there is a way to prevent this, and the solution is right there. Just be patient, wait for these higher time frame levels to play out, and then act. And by the way, just a side note, we are right in the middle of a crypto alt season right now. And I think there is realistically another 2 to 3 months before, everything really starts cooling down, and we may potentially enter into another bear market. This means that you don't really have too much time remaining. If you like what you see on this channel, if you like the way that I do my analysis, and if you can see the proof in the pudding that, hey, I tend to be right more often than I'm wrong, and if you would like to learn this system for yourself, then click the first link in the description box below and book a call to bootcamp. Our next intake starts next week. We only take on 3 to 5 people a month, and I would love to see you inside. But anyways, going back into the video, at the moment, I'm just going to wait for a retracement back into this level. Obviously, by the time you guys see this video, you may or may not have missed this entry already, and price may have dumped already. But again, the rest of today, again, is just bearish momentum. Much like yesterday, even though we did not sweep out the London highs, the rest of the day was just so clean in the sense that boom, boom, that's a bearish order block, price breaks down, comes back up. Okay, boom, breaks down, that's the bearish order block, price breaks down, you get another retracement into the bearish order block, and price gets down again. That's another bearish order block. At this point, you get a change in state of delivery towards the upside because the down move is already over. The point being, if you see bearish, like today, the bias is very clear, right? It's bearish. If you see any bearish indication, you just trade it bearish. It's pretty straightforward. And of course, I've already discussed the invalidation scenario. As long as you do not get a candle close above here, you do not want to go long. In fact, heck, I'm even go so far as to say that until this level is taken out, don't go long. Just go short. And happy trading, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.